You wanted to buy a house, but what credit bureau doesn't want you to know?
But first, let's hit it! Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our Channeling Podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Honestly, I contact all the time at 252-327-3357. And just so you know why I'm laughing, I'm looking at this new video and I'm just a little confused by it. So anyway, what the credit bureaus don't want you to know. According to the National Association of State Public Interest Research Group.
That's a long name.
I know, huh? But they did a study on these interest groups, and this interest group did a study, and they gave us these crazy numbers. So 79% of all credit reports have at least one
79.
Error. That's
and
crazy.
54 of them, they had the inaccurate information about you.
Like your address and stuff like that. 30% had paid or closed accounts still as open.
22% actually had loans listed twice,
which affects your DTI.
This affecting your debt to income ratio or DTI.
And then 8% omitted positive credit. So it is absolutely important that we check our credit all the time, and you do not take it personally. And when there is an error, we go and correct it, because you're not alone in this. Many, many, many people are. I've been in there. I absolutely have been there.
And if there is an error, and it must be deleted according to the law.
Right. So now it's just about proving it. So if it cannot be proven, it must be deleted.
Yes.
If there is grace extended by the creditor, it must be deleted. Also, you want to go with the next one?
Yeah, can you enlighten us?
If the business wants to keep you as a happy customer,
then they're going to take care of you. If there's something negative, they're going to help you to remove it.
They can remove it to keep you as a happy customer. Late payments may be reported, but it is not required that they must report it. So if they want to keep you as a happy customer, they have every right to delete it as well. Also, another bad thing, many people know this, but I mean, it's still important to say, is the more you get your credit pulled, the lower your number goes. And
the crazy thing is they get paid every time that you pull your credit.
Right, so you're paying them to lower your score in result, which is crazy, right?
This is crazy.
Right, so you're checking to try to do the right thing, and it's lowering numbering. So another thing is, so that is super important, so you don't want to keep pulling your credit all the time. Also, just here's what the really meat of this video is. The people deciding the disputes are often in third world country call centers, and they are being decided without understanding what the American life is like, what American liberties are like. They've never even visited the US, and yet they are making a decision based on your credit, based on what they are being seen.
Therefore, the credit bureau basically hire unexperienced employees to handle this kind of dispute. And also, the bad thing is they let them to make a very quick decision. They are not experienced, and they make this quick decision without any enough training.
And if a client does call in, or a customer calls in like you and I, and you try to call the dispute center yourself, this is a recipe to disaster, because they are trained not to believe you, nor not to believe me. And I have errors on my report, and yet they don't believe me. So understand this. Also,
they're gonna block your call. If you repeat calling again, they allow them to basically block your call, and you cannot connect with them.
Now, the government has one postal address that they must check, and use that one postal address. Because if you go online and Google Experian, and you Google Equifax, and you say, I want to, just write to these people myself, if you do not write to the official one set by the government, then they have often been known to change their addresses. So, they never got the report. They never got your dispute. So this has been happening a lot too.
Exactly.
So that's why you have to go with that one U.S. mail account that we have been talking to you about. It is why everything has to be in writing.
The other video, actually, the description.
And I'll put in the link again for the address. But you must absolutely sit there with the U.S. mail, and don't use the e-system as we talked about. Don't try to call in and do it yourself. The best thing you can do, write those letters. And I'll put a link into the book, the description, that gives you great examples of letters to write to fix your credit.
Don't forget to subscribe in our channel. See you on next podcast.
And I can't wait to help you buy a house.